Well, the excitement was tangible, and the sheer enormity of the task ahead and the responsibility as well of becoming the first ever Assembly member for Ceredigion was something that I've felt acutely. I was really fortunate. I sat next to Pauline Jarman in that first Assembly, and she kept me in extra strong mints for 4 years, and I'm grateful for that.
Several years later, I remember having a conversation with the lady that greeted us that morning at the reception desk at the Assembly. And she said that I literally bounced over and said to her in a very overexcited manner, "Hello, I'm Kirsty and I'm the Assembly member for Brecon and Radnor." And she said it just made her laugh. So yeah, I think probably excited is probably too small a word. I was probably very overexcited.
I'm ashamed to say the first thing that I recall about day one was arriving in my office at the Assembly. And I remember thinking, gosh, they don't get this at Westminster. Day one, really nice office. And I suppose the general excitement was a bit like your first week at university. It was that sort of sense of excitement and something new happening.
And I remember us driving into the car park it was on the Tuesday morning, and just thinking, oh, we're here and what we're going to do. And I think I had expectations that I was going to immediately change everything. And then we got into what was T Howell, where the chamber was, and a steep learning curve to find things like the post room, find things like where the canteen was, important things that we could get a cup of tea.
I think a sense of unreality would be my first feeling on walking in, because clearly it was a totally new experience for all of us. So it was all really concerned about how to manage the actual event and subsequent Assembly proceedings in a way which would meet with the general consent of the people of Wales. That was my main concern. How would it look outside of here?
Well, I had a great sense of excitement, a great sense of privilege, because it is a very privileged position to be an Assembly member, and a strong sense of being part of the making of history, of taking Wales forward politically, institutionally, constitutionally.
And so to be walking into that first parliamentary space since Owain Glyndŵr in the 1400s, for me personally was just amazing. And one of the other things that was a huge positive for me was just seeing so many women's faces there. And while we weren't quite gender balanced in 1999, we weren't far off. And that to me was a real achievement and a sign of the kind of new democracy that I hoped we were starting to build. It was unbelievable.